Leigh here, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be letting you know what books I read in March and what books I'm planning on reading in April. So this will be my March wrap up and my April TBR. I have been in a slump for a hot minute before this month. So this was a really good month for me for reading. I read about, I want to say 8 books, maybe 7. And that's pretty good for me, even though some of them were graphic novels, but still. And my April TBR is super ambitious and it has a lot of really good reads on it that I'm super excited for. So stick around to find out what I plan on reading this month. Before we get started, I just wanted to ask you guys to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I am only like 65 subscribers away from 800, and that is a super fun milestone. So please hit that subscribe button. Would love you forever. I will buy you things with my $10 in my bank account. Oh, by the way, I got a new tattoo. Look how super cute that is. I'm so obsessed with it. And now I want a million other tattoos. And again, the $10 in my bank account does not like that at all. Anyways, let's get started with this video. First, let's start with my March wrap up. As you know, I was in a slump. I wasn't reading for such a long time. And you wanna know what got me out of that slump? Like, I'm reading at the speed of light now. And it's all thanks to Heartstopper. Oh my God, this series was so cute. Like, I could not put it down. I finished them all in a day. Yes, I went back and bought this one, broke the laws of the book buying ban for like a minute or so, but that's okay. Like, it's part of the series. Like, I wanted to finish the series and I read it immediately. It's not like it's sitting on my shelf like all these other bitches over here, but it was adorable. Like, Nick and Charlie, I'm obsessed. They're like the friends, the best friends to lovers. Like, the drawing style is just so cute. Like, are you joking? This is adorable. Like, I don't know. I just really love it. And it turned out to be amazing. The plot was just super cute. It wasn't like hard to read at all. Like, I read it very, very quickly. Like, I've only read a couple other graphic novels, like Check Please, and that one took me longer to read. And I think it's because the plot was just more dynamic, I would say. Like, we got the hockey, the video diaries, the romance. There's like multiple facets to it. With this, it's really just about the friendship and the romance, I would say. Like, that's really it. Like, there's a couple other little side plots having to do with their friends and family and stuff like that, but it's nothing like crazy. But it was so cute. If you're just looking for a super duper quick read that's just adorable and amazing, and like, it just made me like, I was smiling the entire time I read it. Like, man, they really got me. They got me. This TV show is gonna be so cute. And the fourth, ooh, I'm waiting for that 4th book. I'm waiting for it. I'm so excited. Like, I looked on Goodreads and I was like, shoot, I don't want to curse that much. Monetization is on the horizon, so I'm gonna stop cursing. But I saw that it was coming out in May, and so I was like, damn, shit, oh no! I was like, shoot. I am really disappointed I have to wait like 3 months for this, but it'll be worth it. I know it's gonna be worth it, and I'm really super excited. After Heartstopper, I really decided that I was just gonna read what I wanted to read. I had been planning on reading Chain of Iron and Down Comes the Night and finishing An Ember in the Ashes, and all of that is just super fantasy, and I was just not in the mood. Like, I did not care. I did not want to read fantasy at all. So I just looked at my bookshelf and I was like, all right, which one do I want to read the most? And that was The Roommate by Rosie, Danan. And let me tell you, this book was so good. Like, okay, the plot was super cheesy and like self-righteousy, I'd say, maybe. The romance was divine. Like, it's your classic, like, Wattpad, probably, like, kind of setup you got going on. I really enjoyed the writing style, though. Like, with a lot of adult romance, I hate the writing style, and that's why I tend to stick to YA a lot, is because the writing style is a bit immature for me usually. And it's just not, I don't know. It's just when a love interest calls the main character princess 3 times in one page, I'm just like, I can't do this, man. Like, it's just so over the top, immature, kinda, you know. But the writing style was just immaculate. Like, it was so nice and like lovely writing that I just really enjoyed reading it. The romance is between a stuck-up socialite. She's part of a very rich, wealthy, popular family. And he is a porn star. And they're roommates. And they were roommates. The romance between Josh and Clara was just so cute. It was full of sexual tension. I would say that would rival the Hating Game, just because it was like right there in front of them. He was a porn star. They were attracted to each other. Like, it was just like the knowledge of both of those things together, like, made the sexual tension just like insane. Like, it was really good, and I definitely recommend it to anyone looking for a really nice adult romance. It is adult, so there are quite a few sexual scenes, just letting you guys know, but it was really, really great, and I gave it 5 stars. Next, I read a few arcs because NetGalley had given me a bunch of arcs, and I had not read any of them, so my ratio was super bad and I kept getting denied for the ones that I wanted. So I read some arcs. First was The Intimacy Experiment by Rosie Danan, which was the sequel to The Roommate, and it is about Josh's ex-girlfriend and Clara's now best friend, Naomi Grant. And she is also a porn star. And it is super cool to read a book with a porn star as the main character, or a sex worker as the main character. This series really did have a lot of nice sex positivity and sex work positivity, as well as a lot of representation. Naomi was bisexual, Jewish, there was a Jewish love interest. It was all really, really good. Like, I really like Rosie Danan, her writing style, like her ideas. And this one wasn't as cheesy as The Roommate, like the actual plot of it. I'll be honest, it was a little cheesy. Like, just kind of like a feministy kind of book, you know? If you're looking for like misogyny to add some flavor to it, this isn't the book for you. It handles a lot of serious problems, but barely. Like, most of it is the sexual tension between the main character and the love interest, and I will say, I'm pretty sure I rated it 4 stars. It just yeah, I did rate it 4 stars. It just they didn't hit as well as Josh and Clara did, but I still enjoyed the book, and it was good, and I liked the writing. I'm really excited to see what Rosie does next. I would love a novella with the 2 couples. That'd be super fun. Next, I read a super quick graphic novel, Cheer Up, and this was about a trans, I think lesbian? It didn't really say. The main character was a trans girl who was a cheerleader, and the other main character was a lesbian who joined the cheer team, and she was just like kind of an outcast a little bit, and then they clearly fall in love. It took me literally 45 minutes to read. It's very short, but it is about the struggles that the trans main character faces, and her love interest helps her with that. And they get through it together, and it's just really cute, and I definitely recommend you go read it. I rated it 4 stars just because it wasn't super fleshed out. Like, I think it could have used more detail. It was very surface level, so I just wanted a bit more from it. But It is about a trans girl written by a trans woman, so definitely go support it. It deserves all your love. It is just a super cute, quick read. Like if you're looking just for a nice little read, the art style is super adorable and it's just really, really cute. Next, this book got me. I will admit, this book fucking got me. Sorry, I'm cursing again. I can't help it. But You've Reached Sam by Dustin Thao. Holy shit. Oh my God. This book was so sad. Like from chapter one, like I felt it in my throat. And I read this book in public, like all of it, read it at work. And I literally would have cried. I did not cry. I had to make myself stop. But if I were reading it in my home, I would have just been sobbing. Like absolutely on the floor sobbing. The entire time. It was sad. The whole thing. Like if you're not looking for a sad book, do not read this. If you want to cry, absolutely read this. You've Reached Sam is about the main character, Julie, whose boyfriend, Sam, died a week before the book took place. And he died in a car accident on his way to pick her up from the bus stop. And it's a lot. The book really consists of half flashbacks of her and Sam, and then half she's connected to him through their phones. So she called him one night, like grieving people do. They call their dead loved ones sometimes just to hear their voicemail or just see if they pick up. It's just a pipe dream. And he picks up. And it's a connection, and they have this connection, and it is real. It's not a part of her imagination. And they're able to talk to each other. And they do. They talk to each other, they call each other every day. And it's still sad because he's dead. He is dead, and he knows he's dead, and it's just a sad thing. But this book was super original. I've never read a contemporary like it before, so I definitely believe it was amazing. It was amazing. Oh my God, if it isn't on your TBR already, go put it on there. It was beautiful. The writing was just gorgeous. At first I thought it was a little Wattpad-y, but then as it progressed, it really did not feel like that anymore at all. But the imagery, you've got imagery of cherry blossoms and barley fields and childhood bedrooms with soft rock music playing, and it's just it's really nice. It's sad as hell and you're gonna cry. You are. It's fucking sad. But shit, it was good. And right now I am reading The Wall of Winnipeg and Me. This is by Mariana Zapata, legend, icon, star of sports romance, and it is amazing so far. I really, really enjoy it. I'd say it's definitely way better than Culty. I really enjoy it more than I enjoyed Culty. I'm on page 350, and it is not as good as Lukov. I don't know what it is about Lukov. Nothing will ever beat it. I'm sorry. It's my favorite contemporary romance. But it's very good, love. So good. The main character, Vanessa, works for the love interest, Aiden, who is a football player. And this isn't usually how I like my sports romances to be. I enjoy both parties playing the sport in the sports romances I read, but I will take it as long as it's kind of centered around sports and there's a romance in it. But Mariana Zapata basically hits the same tropes in most of her books, except this one's really different. It's fake dating. Hello? That's really cool. I enjoy that a lot. And then she puts, that protective trope in every book. It's very good. It's very good. The main character is not annoying like I kind of found the culty main character, Sal, to be. I really like Vanessa, and Aiden's funny. He's kind of the same as Culty, just a little better, I would say. Personally, to me, I like Aiden a little better than I like Colty. But I think it's because I'm pretty sure Colty came out before Winnipeg did. And I'm pretty sure Colty was one of her early books. So I think her writing gets better as it goes on. But so far, I do enjoy this. I don't know how it ends. I'm still at the slow burn part. You know her slow burns, they won't get together until page fucking 550 or something like that, because it's a 660 page romance, which is insane. But I will let you guys know what I think of it. I'm really excited to finish this book. That was all of the books that I read for March, and let's move on to my April TBR. These are in no specific order. I'm going to read what I read when I want to read it. I might end up not reading a lot of these books and reading other books instead, just because I don't want to read fantasy, and there are some fantasy on here that I want to get it over with, but don't want to read fantasy. So first, we have a book that just came out yesterday or 2 days ago, I think. Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo, of course. We've got King of Scars in the background right there. I really enjoyed King of Scars. It was a 5-star for me. But with the way that I've seen Rule of Wolves is going and the spoilers that I've seen, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I haven't seen one Zoya spoiler at all. I've only seen a spoiler, I'm not gonna say it because the book just came out, that is absolutely terrible, and I don't know why she did that. I don't like it. And I've heard the reviews for it. I've seen the reviews for them on Goodreads. It's not good. People are rating it like 1 and 2 stars. I'm scared, but I'm going to try it anyways because Zoya and Nikolai are my everything. I love them so much, and I can't wait for them to be endgame. After Rule of Wolves, I'm going to read First Position by Melissa Brayden. This is a very small book, and it is a ballet rivals to lovers romance. This is exactly what I'm into right now. Just this really great sports romance. My favorite genre, not genre, but my favorite trope is rivals to lovers. And that is really good, especially considering my favorite genre of fiction is sports romance. So I really want more books with this, and I'm trying so hard to find them, and it is very hard. But yeah, that's all I know about this book, is that it's rivals to lovers, sapphic ballerinas, and I am super excited to read it. Like, oh my gosh. Just thinking about it, I'm like, oh, that's gonna be good. I'm gonna try to get through these pretty fast because my raw footage right now is already at 25 minutes, and that's a lot for a wrap-up and TBR video, and I still have a few books to get to, so let's do this really fast. Next, I'm going to be reading The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. I'm so excited to read this book. I've had it for so long, and I've been planning on reading it. I just hadn't been really caring about romance for a while, and now that's all I want to read. So it is firmly on my TBR. This will be a read that I'm going to read this month. Like, I'm not going to skip it. I'm very excited to read it. My best friend read it and said she absolutely loved it. Everyone I've asked has said they've absolutely loved it. And so I'm just super excited to get into this. I know it's the best man and the bridesmaid that hate each other have to go on the honeymoon together because everyone else in the wedding got food poisoning, and it would have been a waste of money if no one went. Like, there was no refund. So they went on the honeymoon and then they fall in love. So I'm super excited for this. It's gonna be really good, like, I know it. Then I am planning on reading, whenever it comes out, All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. This is her new book that she announced like 2 weeks ago, and it is a landlord romance. Like, she moves to a small town and then falls in love with her landlord. It's gonna be like 650 pages of slow burn, and I'm ready for it. I'm really excited. I think Mariana Zapata's writing gets better as she like writes more and more books. Like, Lukov is her best one, and it came out in 2018, so I'm super excited. I just don't know when it's coming out because Goodreads said published March 2021 and it did not come out March 31st, which I was expecting it to. But Mariana said it was in its final edit 2 weeks ago when she posted it. So I'm expecting it any minute. I check Amazon and Twitter every single day looking for it and am sad every single time I don't see it. Then after that, I just now decided, literally staring at my bookshelf 5 minutes ago, that I wanted to read Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall. This is clearly a romance, and it's, I'm pretty sure, a British boy and a rock band singer or guitar player or something like that. I'm really excited. It's gonna be super good. It gives me, you know, red, white, and royal blue vibes. The author is trans, so I'm really excited to support a trans author and read what they have to write about MLM romances, but I'm super excited for it. I know it's gonna be super cute. I've heard a lot of good reviews. I've heard some not so good reviews. I think someone in my comment section on here posted that they didn't like it, but like whatever. I think it's gonna be good, and I'm really in a romance mood, so that is definitely going to alter my opinion of it as well, is that I just want to read nothing but romance, and this just looks like perfect romance. And I'm pretty sure it's adult too, which I'm also looking for. I'm not wanting to read young adult romances really right now. Next is I Think I Love You, and this just came out. It is a sapphic romance between actresses. I talked about it a little bit in my book haul that I just did because I just bought this book, but I think it's gonna be really cute. It's very small. I think I'll read it really, really quickly. I think it is a young adult romance. It is, definitely, that's why I found it. It's not gonna be like an adult romance like I've been trying to read lately, but I'm still really gonna love it, and I know it. I've heard it's really good on Twitter, the ratings are high, and I cannot wait to get into this. And this cover is also so gorgeous. Like, the style's really nice, the lighting, very, very cute. And I cannot wait to read it. Then a book I've been looking forward to forever. She Drives Me Crazy by Kelly Quindlen. Oh my God, as the CEO of Sports Romance, this is gonna get me. It is going to, I will be in a chokehold. I've been in a chokehold by this book, and it isn't even out yet. I'm so excited. It comes out April 20th. I'm counting down the days. I was denied 4 ARCs on both NetGalley and Edelweiss, though on NetGalley, I think it was my fault. My ratio was like 50%, which was not good, but I'm so excited. It's a fake dating cheerleader and basketball player. Oh my God, it's gonna be so good. I know it. Like, don't even get me started. You will be hearing from me after I read it. I will be very loud about it because I'm so fucking excited. Next, I got this ARC. I won it in a giveaway, and it's Down Comes the Night by Allison Saft, and I read like 50 pages of it, and it's pretty good so far. I like the writing style. The characters are really interesting. I've not met the love interest yet. But I know who it is because it's, I don't want to say this as to not jinx it, but it's really giving me Alina Darkling vibes. And as all of you know, I'm not the Darkling's biggest fan. He's not great, but this love interest is like an all-powerful being, and everyone knows who he is, everyone knows his name, but he's not like 1,000 years old, he's just like 20. So I'm hoping that it's not unfortunate like Darklina was. That like power imbalance really just does not hit. I think it'll be okay. Like, I think it'll be really good. Like, the writing is really good. And I do like morally gray evil characters, as long as there's no manipulation and power balance in the relationship that they're in. But I'm excited. I can't wait to get into this. Who knows if I'm gonna actually read it though, because it's not strictly a romance, it's fantasy, so. And then lastly, again, still have not read any further. Don't want to really, but I don't want to DNF it. Like, I'm gonna finish it and I know I'll probably enjoy it once I get into it, but it is just so hard to get into it when it's literally the size of my head and boring so far. Like, I'm sorry, I don't like very many of the characters. I don't care about James, I don't care about Lucy, I don't care about Grace. Jesse is on thin ice. Yeah, and those are like the big main characters too. Like, I want all Matthew, Cordelia, Alistair, Thomas point of views, and we haven't even gotten a Thomas and Alistair scene so far. So, and I'm on page like 150. The only thing that's happened that's given me any amount of joy was Matthew and Cordelia accidentally kissing. And I thought that was, thank you so much, Cassandra Clare. I hate you most of the time, but you did me this one solid, so you get a pass for right now. I don't know when I'm gonna finish this. I don't know if I'm gonna read it this month. My TBR is already ambitious. This is last on my list to get to this month. So if I don't get to it, too bad. But yeah, that was my March wrap up and my April TBR. This video is already really long. I'm gonna have to cut it down a little bit because I do not want my wrap up and TBR video to be 30 minutes long. That is way too long for one of these videos. But I hope you enjoyed hearing my opinions on the books I've read and what I think I'm going to think about the books on my TBR. I don't know what I'm gonna post next week. Who knows? Maybe a look for She's Too Pretty to Burn by Wendy Hurd. That just came out and I read it a few months ago. Maybe I'll post that. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I will see you guys later. See you guys next week. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel, pretty please. And yeah, bye.